Article from the Daily Mail, 23rd December 2019. Average house prices in major UK cities have risen by nearly £90,000 in a decade. What does that represent to the average first-time buyer? Let's take a look. This chart shows you what would be the cohort who are likely to be the first-time buyer, those aged between 25 to 34. The red line represents the average net family income among those aged between 25 to 34. And the green line is average UK house prices. So since the mid-90s, they were similar, and then they just decoupled from that point on. And you can see that houses are unaffordable for that cohort, and that's why the average first-time buyer in the UK they're in their mid-30s. If they're in London, they'll be around about 40. So let's have a look at another chart of average wage increases over that 10-year period. Between 2009 up until this year, average wage growth has been around about 2 to 2.5% over that period. And let's compare that to house price increases. The red line represents a retrospectively calculated compound interest on year for house price rises over that same period of time. It's around about 4.5% if you retrospectively calculate a £90,000 increase to an average price today in UK cities of around about £257,000 for a property. Of course, house prices don't go up in an even line like this, but it's just to compare an average. And obviously, house price rises have outpaced wage increases over that same period of time. Remember that the last GFC was largely based on a lot of subprime mortgages that couldn't be serviced because there was a housing bubble, and the bubble has just blown up even bigger now. So nothing's really changed in the last 10 years other than things have gotten much more unaffordable for the younger generations in the UK who are trying to get on the property ladder. And this is no different to many other countries around the world. Same problem in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, USA, just to name a few who are almost mirroring this problem. I did a video of how unaffordable Hong Kong is, and that seems to be a peek into the future of the end game of a housing bubble where younger people are completely disenfranchised. The system's not working for them. Eventually, you run out of room with a housing bubble. You just run out of the market. You can create gimmicks, you can extend mortgage terms, but at the end of the day, the most important thing for any government should be to make housing affordable for younger people. That way they can get on the property ladder earlier, they can make the big life decisions earlier, just as they did for many generations before. But what's happening now is that they're putting off these decisions and having less children, they're not getting married, and even if they do go all in on a mega mortgage, they're completely tied up. They're not going to service the wider economy. They're putting all their money into the mortgage, and this is hurting the wider economy. I'm going to leave it there, but if you've got any comments, please leave them down below. Thanks.